Hey everybody, Charlie Iron 2 here, and welcome back to The Witness. As you can see, we have the Staff of Ra up here, breaking down a Pink Floyd-esque rainbow prism of light onto the island. No, that's not what's going on. We're actually projecting lasers, as you can see here, very Portal-esque looking lasers to a central point. It's not really central, but it can be seen from all areas of the island, a point up here on top of this mountain. To what end? Well, to open a box, it seems, but there's probably a lot more to it than that. And then we also have a puzzle here to solve. I also don't know if solving this puzzle was enough, hence the laser being activated, and maybe it was just solve one of the two, but we're going to go ahead and solve this one as well now that we have the chance. So we have to start from a central point. We have to end on either side. I want to see if these line up with these down here, and it doesn't appear to do so, actually. Well, maybe. Yes, actually, because this one was drawn wrong. I remember that. So what we're going to do to make this easier on ourselves is we're going to go downstairs. I'm going to go to each of the solutions because they should be still on the gates. And we're going to just draw those. It's probably the best answer. So, starting from the left and going counterclockwise, or excuse me, actually clockwise, this should be the last one. So this is 4. Now the problem with this one is, well, we'll go ahead and draw it on the lower right quadrant of this piece of paper that I have. So I'm going to draw the maze first, and then try to draw the solution. So the maze, well, I probably don't need to push my pen down that hard. So first we'll draw a box with a circle in the lower left. Then it's split horizontally. And then vertically, but not quite all the way, goes over. There's a little square here as well. And there's another line going this way. Okay, so now how do I denote the path? I think I'll just draw X's over the lines that I just drawn. I know this is a bit boring. I almost wish I had another camera showing the notes that I'm taking, because as a avid YouTube watcher myself, I think that would probably be a good idea. Now, logistically, I would have to figure out how to do that. I will admit I still suck at editing and basically only know enough to get my videos in a decently watchable condition, but I can always learn, right? Everybody can learn. All right, so I've drawn this one. I'm going to label this as 4. And I don't really want to walk through it because I feel like that would undo the route. No, actually it won't, because we had to draw it at the end, so we should be able just to walk right through, right? Hopefully this won't undo all of our hard work. There we go. So this one we will label as 3, and we're going to draw it just above the 4th one. Once again, it starts with a complete square. So we'll draw that. But yeah, I was thinking about that because I know myself and the people that have commented on my videos say that they enjoy the thought process. And I agree with them. That's kind of why I watch videos like this as well. But being able to see my notes would be helpful. Now, I know that's a bit of a tease because you're not going to see these notes. But, yeah, maybe that's something I can incorporate in the future. The problem is it just adds to editing time. And, I've had this channel almost a year. We're almost at 360 viewers, or subscribers, rather. So the fact that I'm balancing this channel as a hobby in addition to a full-time career and a family makes it difficult when the proposition of adding even more time to devote to this just takes away from, well, personal time. Like, that's nearly non-existent now. What little personal time I do have is dedicated to this channel. And then, of course, time with my family, and they deserve that. After all, family should always come first. Careers will come and go. Hobbies are fun and neat and a good distraction, but family should be forever if you've done it right. And yeah, I get it's not always on you. Sometimes it's the family themselves that separates themselves or acts poorly, but not in my case. I actually really love, and when I'm talking about family, I'm talking about my kids and my wife. Really love my kids and wife and really want to give them everything that I feel that they deserve as far as a good father. So dedicating even more time to YouTube gaming, probably not feasible until maybe I become monetized. And the reason I say that is because I am retired. This is number 2, by the way, that I'm about to draw in. I am retired from the United States Army, and that gives me a pension. So if I end up being able to actually make a little bit of money off of this, combined with my pension, should actually be feasible to where I could quit my job and then just focus full time on YouTube. And maybe even Twitch, right? Live streaming. That's the goal. Will it happen? Who knows? It would be nice, but I also won't cry if that never does happen. Really enjoy the fan base that I do have. Everybody's super supportive. I actually think I'm probably the first person who's put myself out there on the internet and has never gotten a bad comment. I'm drawing this this maze as we're talking about this a bit. I think I've missed a spot. Yeah, I missed the square in the upper left. Okay, I think I've drawn everything here, so let me draw the start point and let me draw the X's. But yeah, long story short, I said all that to say this. If the juice is worth the squeeze, meaning I can financially make this feasible and free up more time for family by subtracting career, then yeah, I would totally be willing to do that and provide even better content. Heck, I actually might even try taking some courses in editing. And if I end up making enough money to make this financially viable, obviously I would put more time and effort into it, and it would then become my career. Once again, enhanced by my pension from military retirement. But, what happens to plans that we make, right? They hardly ever go the way that we planned them. I struggle a lot with continuing this channel. I enjoy doing it. I 100% enjoy doing it, and I want to continue it. But it's a little disheartening, when it seems that support has kind of plateaued. Made it to, and this is puzzle number 1 we're drawing now. I made it to a couple hundred subscribers very quickly. Most of that in part to either my Myst Remake playthrough and then the little bit of Star Citizen content that I've been putting out as well. Have nothing but love for that game, but I can't constantly produce content for it because it's not a full-fledged game yet. It's an alpha at best. So, but there is a vast thirst for content on that game, so that when I do put out content for Star Citizen, it is very well received. And like I said, once again, the problem is I just can't consistently do that until the game comes more to fruition as far as a completed product with gameplay loops. So I'm pretty much forced to just do ship reviews at this point. But needless to say, those videos of what have gotten me to where I'm at now. And like I said, Star Citizen is a alpha that's taken a very long time to come to fruition, so I can't rely on that. Nor do I want to. I don't want to be a one-trick pony when it comes to a video game channel. I actually want to be able to play a variety of games and just kind of enjoy it with my fan base. I'm just trying to make conversation so that me drawing all these mazes isn't super dry. The exit comes back up here. So I think I've drawn them. Let me verify that they look correct. This would be puzzle number 1. Now imagine once we get up top, these will probably have to be rotated, and then I will have to find a way to connect these together. But let's go up top and see. What's the easiest way to get back up? It was this way. Stuck behind the door. And I am 100% not saying that creating this content is not worth it unless I get paid. That is not what I'm trying to say. I mean, if anybody's followed my channel, I've put out quite a bit of consistent content for the last year. I think June 16th will be 1 year for my channel here. And I haven't get paid for a lick of that, right? You have to meet certain requirements to even be considered for partnership with YouTube. I'm just saying it would help to free up more time in order to dedicate more of myself to this, which is right now a hobby, but I would like to be more of a professional thing if I can actually get it to that point. But we'll just have to see. 1 year was originally my goal. I was going to try to get monetized within a year. That's clearly not the case. Maybe 2, but I got to come up with if that's really what I want to do, is try to double down on it, or if I want to lighten up on it. Let me know in the comments what you guys think. I've given you all the information that's required. Generally, I try to stay up really late at night after my wife and kids are asleep, record these videos, and then obviously that takes a toll on me at work as well. Currently, I'm on a business trip, so I'm without the family now. Of course, I FaceTime and call them as much as I can, but since I'm in a hotel room with little else to do, it's actually an ideal environment for recording, other than, you know, acoustics and then noisy neighbors, stuff like that. I don't have my camera set up here. But anyway, without further ado, let's try to draw these. So immediately upon looking at what I've drawn, these do line up with how they're laid out below. And this reminds me 100% of, oh, what was it? Which Myst game was it? Was it Riven? I think it was Riven, where you had like the mazes that you could lift up and down from the little tower where you're looking down below. Anyway, so what I feel like, and let's just draw what I'm thinking here. The bottom left, right? The bottom left puzzle. I think we would have to go backwards with our solution. So our solution looks something like that. Right? So we clearly have to finish on either number 1 or number 4. Now this would be backwards, because normally we would start here and work up this way. So since we're starting up top, I'm trying to just think of how we can do all 4 of these puzzles and then still somehow... So maybe we do this. Maybe we come down here. Maybe we take the normal solution, which was this. We come up here, right? Then we probably come over here, which is the start position right here. Would be the start position for this maze. Come up and down, up, over, just like this. Now the problem then becomes this puzzle over here. The start position for it is the bottom left, so it would be here, which I don't know if traveling down this side is going to be kosher or not. So we would have to come over, up. Oh, wait a minute. Did I not draw this one correctly? I don't think I drew this one correctly. So puzzle number 3, we need to go back and look at it, as I don't think I drew it correct. You can come down the side. You go up. Okay. Maybe in my ranting, I'm trying to keep you all entertained. Are you not entertained? While I was drawing these, I think I made a mistake. So we need to go over here, go through this farce of a puzzle. We need to look at this guy. All right, how do I have this drawn? Oh. I have it drawn correctly. I do. But that's not how it looks up top. Okay, clearly I'm not putting something together here. So we'll head back up here. And watch me do all this and then get no payoff other than just the satisfaction of completing this puzzle. Because of completing that one is probably just good enough. Alright, so according to this, is it turned? It is turned. That's why this is rotated 90 degrees to the right. Okay, I don't know why I didn't see that to begin with. So what did we do? We came down here, we came over here. I'm glad I actually took the time to draw these. I came over here, up over down, up over back. Now, since this is rotated, let me just rotate my piece of paper here to help me orient myself. So we should go like this. Oh, nope, there. And then now, the last puzzle. The last puzzle is rotated upside down. Okay, I see that. So we should start on this side. Just go over, down, back, over. So that should be it, right? So I'm folding my paper here so it's not falling off the desk here. I have a little tiny desk in this hotel room. But yeah, we have the satisfaction of doing it. But I also got to share, you know, some intimate thoughts with you guys. Let you guys kind of know how I think. By the way, if you didn't know, I was mentioning, you know, retiring from the Army. And if you haven't watched all my videos, which I doubt many of you have, I was a tank master gunner in the Army. And I think that job in particular lends itself well to this style of game, problem solving and being very technical and having a keen eye for like spatial recognition. It's a very technical job, a tank master gunner. What they do, if you've never heard of it, obviously I operate with tanks. I'm the subject matter expert for tanks, and I am the senior trainer and advisor for various commanders on how to best utilize their armored vehicles and train their soldiers to use them efficiently. So, retired the Army as a tank master gunner, and now I basically serve in the same capacity, but as a civilian advisor to the military. Once again, my dream, as I'm sure it is of many, many people, would be to do this full time. I would love to do this. Leave my tanking days in the past, let them be a fond memory, and focus on providing awesome content. And part of the reason I want to provide content, and I've talked about this in other videos, I think probably in my early Red Dead Redemption videos, part of my reasoning for providing or wanting to provide content is it reminds me of when I was a kid and I would play video games local, co-op, or even just sitting and watching my friends or my brother play video games and just being in awe of like the sense of wonder and adventure of finding stuff out, and doing that with other people is so much more special than just experiencing something by yourself. The other reason I want to provide content is because I feel like I've relied heavily over the past few years, maybe probably the last 10 to 15 years, on other YouTube content creators and watching them play through video games. One, for games that I'm not very good at, to see someone with some skill play them. And two, for the reason I think a lot of you guys watch me play puzzle games like this, is to see how someone else behaves or reacts when presented with, you know, a problem that they have to find a solution at. And it's quite interesting. And I'm sure, once again, I'm sure it's why you guys watch me do this, to see how different people approach different problems and how different people react emotionally to different things that are presented. It's fascinating to me. Is it a sociology thing? Maybe. Psychology? Possibly. But we don't have to label everything, do we? It's just fun. So being able to provide that back, I feel like I'm paying off a debt, if that makes any sense, that I owe to everybody else who sacrificed time with their careers and families and produced content such as this. And then lastly, I've made it to a part in my life where I do have the time. Not much of it, but I do have enough to where I can do it. So I want to come up here because I feel like, yes, this is open. Now, before I open this box that, let's be honest, seems suspect at best, I want to preface it with how I feel about opening this box. There are clearly boxes you can see over here that I have not opened yet. I have not solved the town puzzle over there, and there's a few other boxes hidden about. So I know for a fact that I have not activated every laser. So I don't think the game's near completion. I think you're meant to think that. I think you're meant to think, when I open this, I will find out everything and the end credits will roll. So I think that's the misdirection, especially based off of some of the vague hints that I've gotten from some of the comments. Also, I know for a fact that I have not found or completed all of the, I believe they're called environmental puzzles here. The little circles that you see and you trace. So I feel like that's going to kind of lead to that. Maybe if you haven't found it by this point, I feel like, and it was even mentioned in the comments, that this is probably to show you the direct correlation between these lines here and then the actual environment. We can see a box there in the bamboo forest as well. So we've got a box here and a box down here. And I know this red section I still have to figure out, and it probably has a box in it too. So that being said, we're going to activate this. I don't feel like it's going to be the end of the game. I feel like we're going to have some type of revelation and then have to continue on. I don't like how angry this dude looks and how sneaky this dude looks. Makes me feel like opening Pandora's box here. But let's do it. Go. Well, that was a bit anticlimactic. But we do see those went away depending on where you start, right? So we have to do this in such a way that we have the right perspective in order to connect these lines. Because if we do it this way, that's incorrect, right? This is still on that side. So we have to see a way to separate that, maybe even from this point of view. So yes, if we start here, should be able to do something like this now, which should meet the requirements. No? Actually, why not? Oh, there's a black one underneath his foot. So if we do this, and then, we're so close. What if we move a little bit, like... Let's try this. So if we do this, can we go under here now? We're so close. Hey, we made it. Just by brute force. Now, does that help us? It doesn't, actually. How can we separate you? Tell you what, let's try another one. This one goes far corner. That would work, but we can't continue on. Can't come back. And yeah, none of these are going to be easy, are they? That one's straight across. Can we move these people? Because honestly, I don't see a way to go straight across here, right? You'd have to go around and behind. But then how could you separate? I feel the one I'm closest to solving would be this one. Can we go under this? Let's try that. If we push hard enough. Brute force? No, can't brute force it. Okay, so we have to be able to see the exit. That's a given. And if we stand like here, we can see the exit, and I think we can probably fit through here. Now, how do we remove you? Because I feel like we would need to come around here like this, and then like go under the feet here, but yeah, how else would you cut that off? You can't go all the way down here. I can't even go past it. It won't let me. Yeah, that won't do it. So if that won't do it, let's try if we go up. Yeah, we would have to make it all the way to the end to cut that off, right? Huh. Maybe we pull it towards us? If we get the right angle, maybe we can start here. Oh, I think we might be onto something here. Then we go all the way. Well, no. Maybe like... That works for the near one. But we're not separating the far one. Okay, let's do something more like this. Okay, so we can come over, cut that off, come over here, come up, over, down. That doesn't cut it off, does it? We would need to come all the way over and down. That doesn't cut the left one off. Okay. What else can we do? So what if that kind of works, but we do it from this side? Oh no, I don't think that's the way either. Huh. Bit confused. Alright, so let's try another one. We'll try this for a little bit more, and then we'll continue on with activating the lasers. Getting a good angle is the first and foremost. We're going the far direction. So we would have to do something like this. And then we'd come around behind, but we can't do anything else. Can we move? We can't move while we're doing this either. Huh. Gotta admit, I'm a bit stumped. Alright. This one goes where? They go across from themselves, right? Yes. So for this one, I can't go anywhere with this one. Yeah, I feel like I don't... Maybe I do right now, but I'm going to come back to this. I feel like maybe I'm missing something. Maybe we can activate these statues, or maybe there's a way I can move while drawing these. We'll have to see. But we still got the city to figure out, and we still got the bamboo and this little red area. And there's probably more that I'm not even finding yet, but we will definitely find that next episode. Thanks for watching. If you enjoy my content, please consider a like, a comment, and or subscribe. It surely helps this channel grow. And we'll see you next episode. Thanks for watching. Bye-bye.